Well, it wouldn't be Florida without this. A heavy tropical rainstorm coming down just prior to kickoff here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. But straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And it's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. On the zone read, a give to Jeanty. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen to Jeanty. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
On first down, it's Jeanty. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 49 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a first down. Back to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Well, talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They've been moving the ball well. Drive had started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
On third down, here's Jeanty. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Ashton Jeanty with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. Looking to put a drive together. They start the drive with Cook. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Again, it's Cook. And space tough to come by there as they get maybe a yard to the 37. You talk about this Washington defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Yard gain on the play. And a first down.
Ready?
First and 10.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. We'll get this up to about the 44. The Bucs are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And last week was a bit of a nail-biter, a 3-point victory, but it's also the kind of game that reveals a team's true character. They fought all the way and came out victorious.
Come on.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
Still going inside the 20. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. Big yardage that time for Washington. Give him 52 yards on the ground.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Genty looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
They'll try to punch it in with Genty, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Ashton Genty with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Elliott Good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On the jump.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
And still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Sanders to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 14.
To throw now, here's Sanders. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Shedeur Sanders. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Buccaneers are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Commanders 14. Buccaneers 7. Cameron Dicker to kick.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well. And he's been right.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A run out of the gun with Genty. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 137 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Washington.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll get this out to Genty. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A give out of the gun to Genty. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Another Washington Commanders first down. A 4-yard pickup.
They'll look to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. And he He's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. The rookie from Texas looking sharp on that throw. He gets his guys a first down. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Looking to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on the receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Prop roll 80. Go.
Back to throw again. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Washington. Xavier Worthy, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 26-yard line.
Okay.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Checks this down to Hubbard. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he's given his guys a shot for late points, as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Thomas brings it in. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Diving for the end zone, the ball's knocked out. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
A 24-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half.
Commanders 23, Buccaneers 7.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bucs Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick. They become away empty-handed on this drive because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37.
That's another Buccaneers.
They run again on first down. Cook. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2.
Throwing, Sanders. And the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Mason Graham able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Here's Sanders. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Throwing again at Sanders. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Let's go now.
Will set up for the 2-point
18 Cardinal,
conversion.
18 Cougar, 19. Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Slant route, and he finds Thornton. And he's got this down to the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10. As they've got things rolling on this drive.
Washington, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
Back to throw. That's complete yet again to Thornton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right in the yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd in the yard.
A run straight ahead with Jeanty. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 162 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
He'll look to throw. This is caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Touchdown! Ashton Jeanty, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go now. Dragon 6, 70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
To throw is Sanders. Hard throw, incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. He'll try to do it himself. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the 2nd half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's into the hands of Worthy. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He put that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Thomas, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
For 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Come on.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this complete to Henry over the middle. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Out of the gun here, Sanders. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd and 10 thus far. And the Commanders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He sets to fire deep. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Sanders. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Shedeur. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Under pressure, they got him again. Walter Nolan providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
face, taking up all of my space. You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play. Out of my way, get out of my way, out of my way, out of my way.
Super way up, get your weight up, put your plate up. You a foreign, we at war, and I got all the hallelujah, Talladega, baby Jesus, in the flesh, come and get it, and I'm with it. All my friends coming with all their friends, and we get active, yeah, we get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. Don't make me wet. You get your talking out my face. It's in my mind, winning this in my DNA. I gotta get it. I don't know no other way. Get out my way.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way, you should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do, I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think, you should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way, out of my way. I got too many plays, I don't even play. Out of my way, get out of my way, out of my way, out of my way.
All my friends coming with all their friends, and we get active, yeah, we get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red. I'm ready right now. Don't run your mouth too quick. Let's get it. Stop talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. Don't make me wet. You get your talking out my face. It's in my mind, winning this in my DNA. I gotta get it. I don't know no other way. Get out my way.
We're about 20 miles from the Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Washington Commanders and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go in a tropical rain here in Tampa. Past midfield. And he'll be out of bounds on the return, and the drive will begin there.
Well, I think we both knew, Mike, coming into the game that special teams would play a big role, but I don't think either of us expected it to play itself out on the opening play of the game. I mean, what a return. That would have been something. He takes that all the way. What a start.
On the ground, this is James Cook. Room to run right away. And he's into the end zone. James Cook, touchdown Buccaneers. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He's got it. And the Buccaneers will race out to a quick 7-0 edge. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. It's Xavier Worthy on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Commanders first down. Back to throw. Loose inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Washington. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Elliott, good on the extra point. The Commanders come right back to tie it at 7.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Jackson now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
He's brought down at the 31.
From the 31. Here is 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
We'll try and run here with Cook. And he'll have the first down. He'll get him up around the 37.
I think this is one of those play calls, Mike, that really just comes down to understanding your personnel. You realize, okay, your back is not one of those big bruising guys running up the middle on 3rd and short. Instead, use the speed, use the vision, get them outside the offensive line and let them find that space to pick up the first down.
Let's go.
As Shador on first down. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
No gain
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on third down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. It's a first down for Tampa Bay. Once again, it's Cook. He'll it forward for maybe a yard. Michigan man Mason Graham in there on the stop. So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. They'll run straight ahead with Cook. He'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
Ready, get 25-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Cook. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
At the 23-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 8.
Get it! Count to 60, count to 60.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. Exiting the pocket right. And this one complete on the sideline. Good footwork to stay in bounds, but he is just shy of the first down. And it brings up 4th down.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Paris Evans on the scoreboard. We'll have more from Tampa after this. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout. We'll talk things over before third down.
Okay, break. Ready. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
On third down, they go with Cook.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Dicker's kick is good. And the Buccaneers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important.
Now a hit, and he lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery. Special teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly enough, but sometimes the biggest plays of the game happen, like that one. The kickoff return, fumble, recovered, and momentum swings again.
Everybody loves to see a big return, Mike, but the priority of any kick return unit, just give your offense a chance to possess the ball. And in this case, they don't do that. They turn the ball over, and now they find themselves back out there on defense.
2nd and 10.
Come on, set! Cougar 19! Ready?
From the gun, it's Sanders. Taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
On third down, Sanders. And that is incomplete.
So one of the elements of a good screen game is the quarterback having the timing in his head to know, I want to hold the ball long enough to get the rush to commit to me, to set up the blocking and set up the back behind them. But I also can't hold it on forever because then I don't have an opportunity to deliver the ball. So it was really more of the latter here where he's trying to hold on as long as he can. The pressure just gets to him a little too fast and the ball falls incomplete.
So Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. DeJounte Wester now to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On the ground, here comes Ashton Jeanty. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
And the Washington first down.
To the air now on first and 10. He'll get this off to Jeanty. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5. At the 40.
They'll run it straight ahead now with Jeanty. And he's followed up after a gain of a yard. They'll come up to third and 3.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's
In motion comes Thomas. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll talk things over before third down.
60 Bison, Dragon 60. Here we go. Left wing 19. 19 right. Wings.
He'll drop to throw. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And that'll set up fourth down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on fourth down. Run right at the gut with Jeanty. A big hole. And he's in. Ashton Jeanty. Touchdown, Commander. Elliott on now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Commanders move out in front by a point. It's 14-13.
Buccaneers 13. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Jackson now to return it. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Hold the ready.
They go 3 tight ends here on first and 10.
Come on. Hey. Hot 70.
Off the play making, here's Sanders. Finding space at the 40. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. On first down, it's Sanders. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
please.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10.
Cowboy 80. Ready.
Again, it's Sanders. This one is caught by Robinson. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Gonna give the ball over on down.
The play is a turnover on down.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. In motion comes Thomas. They'll start on the ground with Gentry. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson.
I think he chalked this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not...
Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
4-yard line.
Let's go. At the 60. At the 60.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is caught down the field. It's Worthy. And he will get into the end zone. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Washington. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Jackson now to return it. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Ready? Come on. Set. Let's go.
There's a handoff to Hubbard. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10
Ready?
at the 43-yard
Another run here with Hubbard. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down. The Buccaneers forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in half number 1. 3rd and 10.
Buffalo 18. Ready?
Commanders will throw it. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or kick a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's into the hands of Worthy. And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score. 84 yards. Touchdown, Washington.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down, you cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
Buccaneers 13.
Now this is a surprise. Right out of the locker room, they'll try the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Now they'll set up to throw. They'll find Genty out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, Washington.
Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. It's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Genty. And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
On the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
They'll try to pick it up with Genty. A gain there of 11. Good for a Commanders 1st down.
And that's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the 1st down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp. Will be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
On the handoff, this is Genty. And they continue to be tough to stop. Chance to extend the lead even further as they are set up with 1st and goal.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Jeanty will take this one into the end zone. Touchdown, Commanders.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Makes the score. Commanders 35, Buccaneers 38. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Jackson now to return it. And he'll be out of bounds just past the 25.
On the return. The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Bronco 80. Ready.
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. Has an opening past the 40. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. It is a big run by Cook. An even 40 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the game.
He'll take this down inside the 30. Darian Porter in on the stop. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Hubbard. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're building both coverage. And in this case, they could play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground. This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the second half, you have to maximize every possession, and that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on 4th down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead, but it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop, and that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. In trouble, and down he goes.
10-yard loss on the play. It's 2nd down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's out of bounds. Still short of the 1st down, but he's got a good chunk of yardage back with that one.
16 yards.
It's actually a really nice job there on 2nd down, putting this into a 3rd and more manageable down and distance. Remember, they suffered that 1st down sack, and so often that can derail the drive, but they got a chance here to pick this up and maintain possession.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. he'll air one out. And this ball incomplete on third down. Dante Thornton was the intended target. And now it's fourth down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for fourth down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. He's got his man. That's Thornton. It's a pickup of 12 as they wind up converting on fourth down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
First and 10, it's Genty. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready? Go! Cowboy agent!
They'll run to begin the fourth, and here's Genty. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. This running back's had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down.
Let's go! Hawk 70! Hawk 70!
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Going to leave the offense out there for fourth and long.
60, trap 60, Dragon 60, 7 Pirates.
In motion, that's Thornton. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down.
Is a turnover on down.
They'll throw on first down with Sanders. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Let's go.
Now Sanders to throw on second down. That's caught. It's Isaiah Bond. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
As Shedeur on first down. No one there to pick up the pressure. He'll go down. They got him.
By Abdul Carter. A loss of 11. It's second and 21 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Okay, ready?
Third and long.
79 Broncos. Ready.
From the gun, it's Shedeur. Pass caught right side by Henry. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
And the first down.
Throwing now, Sanders on first down. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. That keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
And 3 at the 9-yard line.
Sanders going to throw. That is intercepted. He works free, right side. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing, but then the party really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field, and this offense is lucky. This thing go all the way back for a pick six.
That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
So you're a couple inches away from, instead of celebrating a touchdown with your boys on the sideline, you're trotting back to the huddle with your tail between your legs. And that's the fine line between success and failure in the NFL. And the reality is, he knows it, the sideline knows it, the huddle knows it. At this level, you've got to make that play.
That one, take it in. Brian Thomas, touchdown Commander. That is second touchdown of the game. This one, number 7 on the year. The extra point by Elliott is good. The Commanders will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Cook. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that one.
Here's Hubbard. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. It is 3rd and long.
Let's go now.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Emanwari.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
He's going to let this one go for Worthy.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
70 Timberwolves.
Here's a designed run. Not much happening there, just a short game.
Now at his own 3-yard line. 1-yard gain.
It is 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Go.
A carry for Cook. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Sanders. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go. You find yourself down big, it's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The failure on 4th down leads immediately to a 1st and goal.
Cougar 19, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. On is Elliott to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Commanders add on to their already sizable lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Jackson now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
Okay, break.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Ready? Ramp, let go.
They followed up and chase him down. They got him.
Tempo.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 16-yard line.
Now it's Sanders. His throw left side is complete. He gets free inside the 20. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Kicker now for the extra point. Oh, do you believe it? It's no good. That is his first extra point miss of the season. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he will be taken down. We'll see. They want to use those timeouts. This one is about done. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Going for it all. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the 4th.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
His kick is good. Texas makes the score. Commanders 56, Buccaneers 19. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Just 1 second. All that remains in the football game as the kick is away. And it's a poor kick here. Doesn't even make the landing zone. So that means the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
18 rep.
Here we go. One final play. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he'll be brought down there. And that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So, a win here on the road for the Commanders.